Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the same runner's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Running with purpose. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
The Bearcats begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And now the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 45. 2nd down coming up.
On the set. 42 Spider. 4-2 Morgan.
Looking to throw. It's Sorsby. Short throw complete to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Jones.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't. So now we got a 4th down.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Gain of 2. Good enough for a 1st down.
First down here for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he'll be brought down.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Running a quarterback sneak here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I'll tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Heading left after the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, more time 0-0.
On the ready. In blue. In blue.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion sets up a second down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Pass caught.
Oh, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Hoosiers churn out another first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana. It was a foot race and he won it. Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? Looking to throw it on first down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
I like the idea of putting the ball up in the air to give your receiver a chance to high point the ball. But on that one, you better be careful. He's lucky he didn't throw a pick.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Misses the receiver. Incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Caught quickly.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it here. Running with purpose. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looks like the Bearcats will line up on 1st and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one over.
Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40.
Okay, ready?
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Checks this down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a 1st down.
The back in motion now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Now they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Anderson.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. The play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Here the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Graham. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Hoosiers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down.
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. On the return, it's Anderson. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
The shotgun handoff here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. He's at the 50. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
The Hoosiers looking to cash in the red zone. They'll run it to the left. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third down, it's a handoff. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
But they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana. Extra point try coming now.
Number 0,
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Indiana 24, Cincinnati 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. And the Bearcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ready, set. And blue. And blue. Black 24. Black 24. Dino. Dino. Dino.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Ball handed off. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Testing the right side here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
He's tackled at the 26. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown! Touchdown, Hoosiers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Cincinnati, 7.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Escapes the pocket. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Indiana 31, Cincinnati 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he'll set up to throw. And it falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Will he score here? Touchdown, Indiana. And the route is on. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Looking to throw. It's Sorsby. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The Bearcats will crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looks like the Bearcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
Indiana 38, Cincinnati 14.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the 1st down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
On the set.
1st down and 10.
Moves.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Okay, ready.
And the Hoosiers are in the red zone.
Jackrabbit. Flip, flip.
The back's got it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Ready, ready.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going.
Here we go.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of